Okay, everyone, I'm going to do my demo here on the Google Cloud platform of doing some machine learning in the cloud. What we're going to try to do is do a quick reminder on the data set. We're going to do, some on-the-fly prediction of whether or not a client will accept some of our vacation packages. So, we have this response of they took it or not, as well as some attributes of the customers as features. So that's the data set. First, what we're going to do is put all of our data into buckets, cloud storage. So what we're going to do here is we will create, we'll do it create our bucket. Let's just simplify this. Public access. It. Yeah. All right, so now we've got our bucket. We're going to create some folders in here. We'll create the training folder, test. And I've got some input data here that I'm going to just store also. I'll show you that. So that's when it opens. That is just, the attributes, no response variable. We're going to use that as a predict data set when I get that all set up. Sorry about that. It's going to upload our trading set. Upload test. Get our input. Where is it? There it is. All right. It's going to make sure that all of this is right. Train. Test. And inputs. All right, so that's good. Next, we're going to go into BigQuery. And we're going to add our data sets. So to do that, we're going to bring it in from cloud storage. And we have, whoops, that was our bucket. This is going to be the training data set. We'll call this data. We want to create a new data set. We'll call it travel demo. Call this the train data set. Auto detect our schema, and we'll create that one. All right, let's give this a second. This should all pop up in here. There it is. All right, now what we're going to do is add another table in here, create another table called test. Then our test data, create data from our cloud storage that was in a bucket called test in here. And we'll create our prediction data set table, mart input. Auto detect and create. Oops. Inputs. All right. So now we've got all of our records in here. You know, we can validate, select, count, star. From, sorry, travel, demo. Oh my gosh. So that's got 3,900 observations. The test has 900, and inputs should have 15. Yep, there we go. Because I had 3 individuals, but we're going to cast all of the packages as kind of dummy variables. So each of those individuals will be replicated 5 times because there's 5 packages. We're going to want to predict whether or not our client accepts. So now that we validated we got our data in here, the next thing we're going to do is create a model. And that's using the create model clause. I'm just going to copy in some code here. We're going to have to change some of this because we'll say it's a test 1. It's a logistic regression. Our data set's unbalanced, so you got to flag this auto class weights to true so that BigQuery will detect that imbalance and then adjust the weights occasionally or accordingly. Sorry, we're going to call this travel demo. It's our data set. Sorry. So we've got to create that model inside of our data set. All right, so we're just going to run this now. And it looks like it completed. Or, oh, no, sorry. Just put in some, instantiated some of the charts there. Let's give this a second. A new editor here so that we can start working on our evaluate query. This was travel demo. Called the sample model 1. All right. Can't run that until that model is built. So I'm just going to pause this just for a second. All right, so this completed here. I can look some of the details. Sorry, this is where's the oh, that's in the sorry, that's in the evaluate one. Let's do travel demo sample model 1, travel demo. That's our against our test data set here. Yeah, there we go. You can see some of the performance charts inside the model itself. Getting some pretty good area under the curve, and some of the recall metrics that we're trying to, since our class imbalance, we want to make sure that our true positives over the total trues are pretty high. So hitting the recall pretty hard there on target. So the evaluate clause also ran well. It's pretty similar to our training performance. It's a separate data set, so there's a little bit of a disparity. It would be kind of surprising if these were pretty different in terms of recall and area under the curve there. Receiver operator characteristic too. But since it's just a random split from the same data set, so I guess it's not surprising that it's two different. So the next thing we're going to do is run a prediction against that generated data. There's 5 clients in there, and we've populated some dummy variables out into, predict whether the individual will accept any given package. We're calling this inputs. This. And then it's saying, 83% chance that they will take, and this one's the basic package up at the top. So that's the demo on Google Cloud Platform, and we'll talk to you guys soon.